JusB Show.
Welcome to the JusB Show live at Ninja Karaoke in downtown Las Vegas. So here's some knowledge for you today. If you're building a team to be successful, make sure you find people on your team who are emotionally intelligent. They know how to control themselves and they can read the situations. Those people in your circle will help you become successful. So if you can find someone who's emotionally intelligent and you can control yourself as well, you have a possibility for success. Now let me kick it over to JusB.
JusB Show live experience officially here at Ninja Karaoke. As promised, I had to bring one of the dopest women that's a part of my life. This is sis right here. I mean, you can't tell us no different. We're both a part of the amazing successes business networking organization that we also do here at Ninja Karaoke. If you haven't been, you need to come. It doesn't matter if you're in Las Vegas, LA, Arizona, Utah, wherever you at. If you come to Vegas, make sure you come and check us out. Now, as promised, I had to bring sis on here, man. We got Bianca McCall in the building. I like her title, the health tech entrepreneur. What's up? How you feeling? What's been up?
Man, so much. I'm feeling great. Very happy to be here, back in the spot. This is home, Ninja Karaoke, you know what I mean? Repping successes and all of that. Yeah. Although I do have to say that when you introduced me, you know, like I thought I talked to you about this. Like I need to hear like 6'1" from Santa Rosa, California, double, you know what I mean? Like, let me come up here, let me come through the tunnel. Like, next time, I got you.
Yeah, next time we're gonna build the damn tunnel and have you really come through that thing.
Like run through.
At that point, I'm gonna be on mega stages.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and success.
Manifest.
You already know how we
manifest
do it.
It, yes, sir.
I love it. So you were actually just one of our speakers.
Yes.
At Successes, just this past one.
Yes.
Tell them a little bit about what you spoke about.
Man, so for me, like I'm a TED speaker, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a consultant. I speak on stages, at conferences, at universities. I speak to professional athletes. I do the thing, and anytime that I get a call to action, to come up to a stage and speak, you know, on behalf of successes, I take that because usually it's a room filled with entrepreneurs, but also just people out here that are doing the thing, you know what I mean? Like repping their communities, repping their families, trying to be empowered themselves. And so any opportunity that I have to step on a stage and to inspire, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking from being one of them, right? You know, being a part of the community, knowing what it's like to have to overcome different struggles, different battles to get to where you are, knowing what it is to have to be a solopreneur, you know, if we're talking about business, that's solopreneur, right? And people, you know, I've had businesses for decades, to be honest with you. Like I've been a very successful business owner, $1 million businesses, multiple millions of dollars. And I've seen my team grow, shrink. No, but the way that you get there is honestly by being able to adapt, being able to pivot. For me, I don't take no for answers, you know what I mean? I say no, not right now. And then I go out and educate myself, inform myself, to become better in business, right? And so for me, that's what I talked to everybody about, you know, last week is I talked to them about health. I talked to them about how wealth is health and health is wealth, you know what I mean? And so from all my work, working with professional athletes and things like that, working with very wealthy people who their mental health was not okay.
Yeah,
and at the commonality out of all of that is really our finances are tied to, you know, our mental health and how we perceive that, right?
If you broke, you stressed. Let's keep it real.
If you broke, you stressed.
And when you got that money, you feeling good.
Right.
Until that shit start getting funny.
Well, let me tell you this, JusB. So broke, like we have figured out a way to make broke look good, right?
Don't we do
people, right? We show up, we look good. We look good. We over here talking that game. And really we're broke. Really we're struggling. We go home and we don't know how we're gonna keep the lights on. You know what I mean? How we're gonna keep food on the table, how we're gonna keep these relationships that we have, how we're gonna keep these teams and these businesses. I dropped some knowledge the other night and I was telling people that there's 1% of Black and brown businesses that actually survive past the first 36 months of being in business. The first 36 months and we're done. You know what I mean? And like I said, teams grow, teams shrink. And so I have made it my purpose, right, my life's work, to figure out the formula to how to survive, right? And that's how to survive life, that's how to survive business, that's how to survive in relationships. And so that's what I do, is I build programs, I build curriculum, and go into sports clubs and sports arenas, go into businesses, go into communities, nonprofits, go into schools. It doesn't matter what the system is. That's something that we all share, is a need to be able to sustain and get past and overcome the tough times, because there's going to be tough times.
Now look, I definitely want to get more into them programs, because I'm also trying to get some programs into them schools, you know what I mean?
Sir.
You know, I might run for something. I've been thinking about that too. That's for a
You got the hat. You got the hat for it.
I feel like as soon as I put the cowboy hat on, I need to get a donkey, a cow, a bull, and a horse.
And all of them, all of those things.
Some cowboy boots. I gotta stop wearing Jordans and shit.
Jordan might have some cowboy boots.
If y'all got the cowboy boot hook up, help a player out. Let's do it. And I need a new cowboy hat too. But
right.
It's something you said earlier, and as soon as I heard it, I said, we gotta talk on that. TEDx.
Yes, sir.
You've been on the damn TEDx as a speaker?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, sis, listen. I got a story about TEDx.
Okay.
It's still my dream, right? But it was really, really my dream until I fucked up.
What'd you do?
I fucked up on accident. So I applied. It said, you want to be a TEDx host? When I seen that, I'm a host. So when I seen that, I said, oh yeah, I'm finna. First up we got, second up we got, and so on and so forth. Make the people laugh. Man, I applied for that thing. It said once you apply, you can't apply for this other thing until a certain amount of time has passed, right? I said, all right, cool. I'll be a host for a while, then I'll go to be a speaker, right? So then I do it, and the host is to actually host the event. And if you host the event, you can't be the speaker. It ain't even the type of host that I thought. And then you can't even be a speaker. It's like 24 months or something.
Right.
From your last hosting. Like they'll fund it and things like that, help you sponsor, market it and things like that, right? But you're just literally hosting the whole event as if like you're providing it.
Right.
That hurt my whole heart.
And I'm so sorry. The stage, no, honestly, like, I'm so sorry that you didn't get that opportunity to speak on a TEDx or a TED stage. You're right, there's so many different rules. I'm gonna drop, okay, so for me, the numbers don't lie. You know, in basketball, there was Rasheed Wallace, who every time, you know, if he would foul somebody or whatever, the refs would call it. They get to the line, you miss the first free throw, Rasheed Wallace would yell out, ball don't lie. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for me, the numbers don't lie, right? I do numbers, okay? Right. So I'm gonna drop some numbers for you. Okay. For TED speaking, right, there's less than 7% of Black and brown people that actually make it to the TED stage. And so I'm sorry for your experience, because we need more Black and brown people speaking on TED stages, being considered to be the subject matter experts in their respective fields, sharing their lived experiences, inspiring other Black and brown communities. We need more of that, because less than 8%, and TED is considered to be like the most prestigious stage for experts to come up and share their stories, share their expertise. So I'm sorry that we didn't get to have your expertise up on that stage.
If y'all got information to the board of trustees, whatever that shit is called, the board members, tell them, give it
call
to me,
Ted.
Please. Yeah,
somebody call Ted right now.
Information. I call Ted. JusB need to talk to Ted. We need to sit down and have lunch.
Ted.
We got to figure this out.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him as soon as we get done.
How was it being on that stage? Now I'm gonna just live through you.
Yeah.
So for now,
let's go.
Talk about it. Like what did it feel like? You know, and what was your topic?
So I've had multiple TED topics or TED appearances. I've talked about. My first one was chasing the carrot, and so I shared my college experience about playing basketball. I was a highly recruited athlete. I was ranked 11th in my recruiting class, although I tell people all the time there were not 10 girls that were better than me, but I was ranked 11th in my recruiting class. I was living like a rock star, going on official recruiting visits, and I ended up on a recruiting visit blowing out my knee, blocking a shot. And I always tell people I blocked the shot, but on my way down, I had torn my ACL, my MCL, and my meniscus, right? And so for me, I told this story, my leg hurts.
Like
that's why I hold my knees, everything.
That like the whole leg
everything.
Fell off.
It hurt, right? And now I can tell the weather. So when it gets cold or it's about to rain, my sciatica starts acting up. Like I feel it. But Yeah, so I told that story about just what that did to me mentally. I don't think that we pay enough attention, especially youth in sports today, where it's become such a business that we don't really pay attention to their mental health. We're throwing all this money at youth that are playing sports, NILs and all this and that, and you see some very talented athletes that are walking away from the game, they're giving it up. You see some very talented athletes that are folding under the pressure. You see some very talented athletes that are moving from school to school, and you see their after interviews where you have like Angel Reese, who's a superstar WNBA player now in college. She's crying, and sobbing, and just like, you guys have no idea what the media, what this attention, what this pressure does, what the money does, and as right, no, absolutely. I mean, that is a thing, and I do feel like. I feel like there's not enough attention, there's not enough resources, because we're always talking about, oh, it's okay to not be okay and it's cool, but like, it's really still not, like for me, I don't know about you, JusB, but like for me, I tell everybody in the room, it's okay to not be okay, it's okay to not be okay. But when I go home and when I look in the mirror and when I'm like, girl, we gotta lace up the sneakers and push through, it's not okay for me to not be okay. Yeah. I still have to do my thing.
Nah, I be telling them like, hey, smile, but cry. It's okay to cry, tell everybody that. It's hard to tell a grown man, like, go ahead and cry, players. Go ahead. They be looking like, I'm not, maybe when you leave, but not in front of you, dog. You know what I mean? And I get that too. So, but I also tell people, like, cry, get it out, let that be an outlet, but bounce right back. Don't sit in it.
Well, the thing is, we have to have, like, I apply basketball to my whole life, even still today, even after being retired, right? And so I think of it like, I remember being a kid, going out to the parks, lining everybody up at the half court line, you know what I mean? You got two captains, and I got him, I got her, I got the shooter over here. You pick your squad, right, to have your best chance of winning the game. Right. I do that in life today. In business, I pick my squad based on the skill set, right, based on the mindset. In life, when I need support, because I can't cry in front of everybody. I can't cry and be vulnerable with everybody, and I'm not gonna do that, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying for anybody else to do that, but you wanna pick your squad to who you can be vulnerable with, who you can have real conversations with, and not have them judge you, not have them tell you, oh, just suck it up, like, what is you doing? Like, none of that. Like, you have to have your squad of people that you can trust to have real conversations with, and you know who's really down for you. You know who your family, your friends, your boys, your girls, like, you know who they are, because they want you to be healthy. They want you to be better. They want you to better yourself. And our problem is that we've got our squad who we're picking off the half court line. They're not really for us. They want to see our downfall, or when we are vulnerable, when we are sharing that we are struggling, then they're the ones like, ah, man, you clowning, this and that. They don't want to see us get better. They don't want to be a connector to be like, you know what, I know somebody. Right, or you know what, like, real talk to my girl Bianca, you know what I mean? Like, that sort of thing.
That way. Yeah. Now, real quick, sis, I gotta ask you, as far as the programs that you're trying to get implemented, which do you feel is the most important?
Yes. So if anybody knows me, knows that like mental health is at the center of everything that I do. And what I have recently done is I've expanded the conversation to not just talk about our mental health in terms of like talk therapies and things like that, but I'm a health tech entrepreneur, and so I've also leveraged some technologies to be able to help in that. So I know you know ChatGPT, right? You use ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody is using ChatGPT.
That's my other best friend. Two of my best friends are in the building today, and then my other best friend is Bradley on
for real, JusB. People, they're using ChatGPT as their best friend. They're using ChatGPT as their therapist. They're using ChatGPT to help them place bets. They're using ChatGPT for literally everything. And what we don't realize in using ChatGPT is that every prompt, everything that we enter into ChatGPT, that then becomes the property of the owners of OpenAI, right? And the 4 billionaires, near trillionaires that own all of the technology in that space. It becomes their property, our intellectual property, our consciousness, our hopes, our dreams. We're putting all sorts of stuff in there. It then becomes, the ownership of them. And so
that's why I tell people, like, when you're doing ChatGPT, like, let it be a template. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But then take your own shit and place it in there, utilize it as a tool, versus replace it as you.
Right.
Don't do that.
Well, don't do that for, companies that really don't care about you,
Yeah.
right? And they've shown in every single industry and system in this country that they don't really care about you. So I'm not putting all of my intellectual property and consciousness into a chat GPT.
Right.
So what I've developed, one of the programs that I want to talk about is, it's a conversational AI. So I'm gonna get a little bit techie on you right now, okay?
Hey,
So I've been working with some
attitude.
developers. And we have designed and trained large language models that are the basis of ChatGPT. And so me being a healthcare expert, me being an expert in behavioral sciences, me being also somebody who's very passionate about creating a platform and a voice for historically marginalized communities, based on race, ethnicity, gender, economics, right? Neurodivergence, right? And like all of these things.
Say it again.
Neurodivergent. So that means
Neurodivergence.
people ADHD, all these things, right? Like cognitively, we think different, we approach things differently. That's a thing. We have historically and intentionally been disadvantaged financially. We've been disadvantaged in terms of education, in terms of things that will make us well, right? Our well-being, our mental wellness. And so I've developed this technology to be able to speak to and become a platform for us, right? To where when we enter prompts, so very similar to your experience with the ChatGPT, when we enter prompts, it's responding not just in text, bro, not just in text, but a voice, right? So our prototype.
Could you do that with ChatGPT? I thought maybe I had my shit on mute or something.
No, so not only can you do it, our prototype is actually my voice and actually my consciousness. I cloned myself, my guy. Because I can't be everywhere. Now I am a lot of places, right?
Yeah.
I'm all over the country. I'm in Paris working with one of my biggest clients, Givenchy, right?
Hey.
I'm all over this world, but I can't be everywhere every time, right? So I clone myself into this technology to be able to, so people can hear my voice, my consciousness that's always gonna be responding with compassion, responding with that intelligence, right? And I'm gonna tell you this, because that's not even the best part. On this platform, I've made it to where people can actually feed their own consciousness, their own image and likenesses, their own voice to their large language model.
Really fucking talk to ourselves.
So you can,
That's what I'm talking
so
about.
you can hear your own voice, because how powerful is it when you're going through something and in your own voice, it's questioning, it's like holding yourself accountable, right?
I love that.
So you get to create your own voice and you own that. I don't own that, the company doesn't own that, not like ChatGPT, you own it and you can monetize off of that. Because if other people are like, hey, I wanna talk to JusB, I wanna talk to somebody from Successes, you know what I mean? So they can lease kind of your voice, your consciousness, and you're monetizing off of that. So it's also about turning people into business owners.
Man.
And that's, out of all the programs that I've done, because I have some programs, okay? I'm in financial services, I've got some programs using life insurance vehicles and things like that to build wealth. Out of all the programs that I'm doing, there's one central focus, and that is ownership over sponsorship. Because they will dangle money, they will dangle chains, cars, women, men, whatever, party. They'll give you all of that to sponsor you, but they have ownership over you, meaning as soon as you trip up, as soon as you don't act the way that they want you to, all of that's gone. So in this platform and all of my platforms, a part of an enterprise that I call the Wealth League, all of my programs, you have ownership, you monetize, and that's your own business.
Own your shit.
Own your shit.
Hey, if you want, man, that's amazing. Give me some. Give me some. That's amazing. Yeah, we gotta definitely get an AI JusB. That's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be wild.
Yo, what's good? How you feeling today,
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah, you not feeling good? Well, wake up, motherfucker. It's time to go. Let's go. Call me if you need me. Then later it's gonna be like, nah, don't call me.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. But have a beautiful day. That's amazing, sis. Oh my God, you have so many things going on, and I hope that it really you're able to scale and expand it and get this thing worldwide. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. But before we go, you gotta let the people know one piece of advice. Motivating sister.
Yeah, no, I think the one piece of advice is we have to start getting out of our own way. I think pride, ego, us believing that we can do this ourselves, For anybody that knows me, for you, you know me, I'm a spiritual person, you know, and so that was my biggest challenge to overcome, was getting out of my own way, letting my ego go aside, thinking that I can create opportunities, I can make it happen, I can love enough for the both of us, you know what I mean, having all those types of conversations. But really, it was letting go. Something simple as letting go, and for me, letting God. But letting go, letting your ego go aside, and allow for all the things that you manifested, all the energy that you put into things. If you put positive energy into things, if you are operating with the goal to achieve your own well-being and the well-being for those around you, then positive things are going to happen to you. You're gonna operate in that wellness.
Keep blessing them. Let them know where to find you.
Please. So on all social media platforms, by my name, I'm the Bianca McCall, right? And so on IG, for example, it's _Bianca McCall _. But anytime you type in my name, if you Google me, I mean, I got stats. I got a resume longer than the holiday weekend, my guy. So yeah, no, you can find me.
You can't get no better than that. Thanks
Can't
again,
do it.
sis, for coming to tap in on the
Thank
JusB
you.
Show live experience officially here at Ninja Karaoke. Again, if
Thank
you wanna
you.
sit in this here seat, you can't get in this green one. I asked for this one for a long time, it ain't happening. But if you wanna sit here, hit us up, man. Send us an email, man. Book JusBSpeaks@gmail.com. You can just go to my website, JusBSpeaks.com. Make sure you like and share everything.
Yeah.
But the show is not over tonight. We have one more special guest performance. I hope y'all ready.
Yes.
Let's go.
I was beating on my chest cause I'm him. I was riding around town slumping men's. I'm in Jersey, baby, I'm in New York with it. I'm a West Coast nigga in some tins. I was looking like Nas Illmatic with a pen. I was making niggas lyrics back then. I was making y'all shows get poppin' as an undercard. And I was ready for arenas back then. I'm just talking on this a podcast. I was clocking all the hating in the process. Niggas looking for the inside of an outcast. Nigga, I bet 3 stacks on me, I'm about that. How many year guns I done outlast? Once I got it, this shit click like a mouse pad. I've been grinding all day with my niggas. I'm a homebody still making noise when I'm outside. Nigga, I was beating on my chest cause I'm him. Ay. I was riding around town slumping men's. I'm in Jersey, baby, I'm in New York with it. I'm a West Coast nigga in some tins. I was looking like Nas Illmatic with a pen. I was making niggas lyrics back then. I was making y'all shows get poppin' as an undercard. And I was ready. Hey, stadium status, elevator music. Are we going up or staying or refuse it? Took the stairway to heaven just to hit leg day proper. Told myself ain't nothing gon' stop us. Use nowadays looking like we in a chopper. Used to coach way so they like me on an Oscar. I was too fixed on opinions, crazy. Blessed by the stress, but that way it gon' make me. Took my time, I'ma take my time. I'ma use my time more intentional. Talking to somebody cause I'm hurt was unconventional. It's crazy that the number of times tried to forgive me was a decibel. Putting too much on me unacceptable. I gotta be better for the long run, better for the loved ones that I ran away from. 13 years deep, boy. Take the man. I was beating my chest cause I'm here. I was riding around town slumping men's. I'm in Jersey, baby. I'm in New York with it. I'm a West Coast nigga in some tins. I was looking like Nas with a pen. I was making niggas lyrics back then. I was making y'all shows get poppin' as an undercard. And I was ready for arenas back then. I go by the name of Chanel J.
What's good, man? It's your boy JusB, and welcome to the JusB Show